Well, well, what's all this then? You guys seen Bitch I'm Idris Elba? There's a good one. There's a good sketch. Alright. Let's hit them with the Instagram stream alert. Let them know we're here. Put that in my stories like so. Alright. And we're back. We're back. How was your weekend, everybody? How was your weekend? Yo, hello. How you doing, Saad? Oh. It's getting darker. It's getting darker in Denmark. Like always, I think we'll just start with some figures. Doing some anatomy lessons. Nice, nice. That's a good time. I'll just be doing, my figure warm-ups and then some, I have like one final direction to this character design that I want to explore and that I haven't done anything for. Right. The Y3K kind of dystopian sci-fi super soldier experiment. That's this lady. And there's one more offshoot of the design that we need to try. But first, figures of the day. Thank you, thank you. I don't know. I think I don't like the wingy one currently. I think the wings could be good for her, but that version of the design that I have right now feels really like basic to me. I haven't used this pen in ages. Love the scarf. Yeah, thanks. It's mainly a practical instance. It's not a. I don't do it for the fashion statement. But that's kind of you. December is cold in Denmark. And I spent all day yesterday in a forest in Sweden intending to climb, but because my wrist hurty, uh, I instead spent all day just trying to stay warm in a forest in Sweden. Man, I'm glad I'd brought tea. Dude, if I hadn't, it would have been a cold day. Pass him the lighter, old flame Colin, so he wanna light the fire. So yesterday I brought two scarves. I have this one, and then I have like a big scarf. And together they kept me warm. All right. Hello, Danny Gonzalez. Danny Gonzalez. Danny Gonzalez is the Karate Kid, right? No, 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 no. Who's Danny Gonzalez? Fuck, this is a big, it's just you. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. But I feel like there's a Danny Gonzalez in pop culture that I'm forgetting. And now I'm blanking on the Karate Kid too. Dude, we're doing 0 for 2 on the pop culture references this morning. That's rough. The YouTuber? It's a YouTuber. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you hate that your name is attached to him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, it's also unfortunate because it's a very common tactic on the internet to make your pseudonym be like something funny, like a reference to something, right? So if your pseudonym is straight up just like your nim, and it sounds like a reference to something, you're Danny. Well, you're spelt Danny. You'll be known for you one day. What do you want to do? What do you want to be known for? What's your legacy? I know what I want to be for sure. Trying to make a successful cartoon. Like for TV? I want to be the guy who had the best time. That could be sick, bro. I've never been big on legacies. It's not something that I super duper feel that I need, but if you got to have a legacy, man, it could be sick to just be the guy who kind of like figured happiness out. That could be dope. That one guy who was just kind of happy could be sick. You're gonna have to change my flight. How's the audio? You guys hearing the music? It's loud enough. It's loud enough. Good, 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 good. All right. $2026 soon, huh? Any New Year's resolutions? Just about the music. If you guys can hear the music. Do I have any New Year's resolutions? I do. I do. Let's see if I can remember them without referencing my document. I did like for school, my final assignment was like making a career plan for the next 5 years. So I have career goals for specific career goals for every single year of the next 5 years. Next year it's growing social media, growing online presence. That's a big one, and I think like a steady stream of freelance illustration gigs. Yeah, I think that's it. If I get those two, I'm good. This is Clip Studio. Clip Studio Paint. Okay, and then before we get too tight, let's do the rest of the gesture. Pelvic tilt on this one, quite a bit. High angle. I think we could grow that head even more. This is like a super foreshortened reference. Go to the graphic design college. That's a good New Year's resolution. Specific, achievable, measurable, realistic. I mean, you decide that one. And time dependent. What's that spell? Smart. Have more done for flowers, your cartoon. Have more art finished than in 2025. Do better at the gym. Okay. I'm gonna hit you with the advice here, with the advice train. Is you want to be as specific as possible when you're setting goals. Flowers. He makes a cartoon called Flowers. When you say have more done for flowers, I mean, you might have a specific goal for yourself, but I'd recommend that going like 10 pages or 5 character designs or whatever. Makes it easier to tell if you succeeded or not. It's fucking awesome being a streamer because you can just like you can just preach shit all day. You can just pretend like you've got life solved and then fucking tell everybody. Skrrr! That's the eagle sound. That's the eagle sound. Yeah, that looks something like that. Yeah, so say my goals. When I say a steady stream of freelance illustration jobs, the steadiness is measured by an amount of freelance jobs that by themselves cover my living expenses every month. That's like the specificity of my goal for 2026. And I have a follower number that I'm aiming for when I said grow my social media presence. It feels a little grotesque to talk about follower counts, but I'm aiming for 50,000 by the end of 2026. Which honestly, I mean, if we keep going, it feels a little bit low. Waiting for art too. Yeah, go ahead, put me in the background. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, they're not the most ambitious goals, the ones that I have right now. Like I think they're quite doable, which is nice because I kind of want, which is crazy. This is like a crazy new thing in Jacob's psyche. Is I want a life outside of art now. If you had asked me like half a year ago, I'd be like, no, just give me art. I'm good. Just give me art. That's all. Now I'm like, okay, maybe I want to do like I don't know. There can be a non-art existence too. It's kind of like a new thing I'm trying out. Thanks for following, Danny. Thanks for following. Cool. There's a drawing. Crazy how I like drawing with this pen now. I was getting tired of it. I switched to my weird, uncontrollable, blotty pen. But now it's nice to go tight and swoopy again. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Put me in the background. I'm cool like that. I don't give a heck. I'm definitely a big fan of this the smart model for goal setting. Although I always forget because there's a Danish version and there's an English version, and they both spell smart, but because they both spell smart, the actual words are different. So there's kind of a different meaning to the Danish one and the English one I know. Specific, measurable, achievable, or attainable, relevant or realistic, and time bound. Yeah. See, but this is whack because it goes achievable or attainable, and then it goes realistic, which is like that's the same. What are you doing wasting 2 letters doing the same thing? In the Danish goal setting model that I learned actually while studying PE while during PE in high school, um, I guess that was a really good class for me, huh? Anyway, for the A in SMART goal setting, it goes attractive. Set an attractive goal, and you're more likely to complete it. That makes a lot of sense to me, right? If you don't want to actually want to complete your goal, meet your goal, then you're not going to meet it, right? It's also very it's very in alignment with James Clear. I'm an Atomic Habits fan. I like that book a lot. It's really good for setting goals and or actually for setting systems, and that gets you where you want to be, right? And he's got these 4 tenets as well, where he's like, um, it's tenets. Tenets is the word. Anyway, where he's like, make it easy, make it obvious, make it attractive, make it satisfying. So James Clear is like, if you want to do something, make it attractive. Make it something that you want to do. As much as possible, make it something that you want to do. Something that's attractive for you to do. And in his system, it's stuff like put yourself around people who also want to achieve the same thing that you want to achieve, because it's attractive to follow norms. When you think about the thing, emphasize the benefits of it and not the drawbacks. Okay, that's a lot of time spent on one arm. And arm. This is good. This is good. I can't feel anything wrong with my wrist right now. Maybe it'll come over the course of the day. We'll see. It was when climbing yesterday that my wrist was feeling a bit tweaky, as my climber friends say. Lovely anatomy. Thanks. Yeah, it's like one of my art special interests. something that I care about a lot in my drawings. And legs. This guy, though he's like an older bro, he clearly has like the very classical beefy leg gesture. Man, even to the point where that's crazy. You can kind of see how the gluteus goes into the iliotibial band here. Of course, you can't see the reference, but there's actually a little bit of like a shape indication to that. It's pretty impressive. You gotta be fit to have that at this age, I think. You've been lied to. I've talked about this before, but there's there's so many benefits to doing sports as an artist. One, it like saves your life. But also, I mean, if that doesn't motivate you, sports is a really good way. Practicing sports is a really good way to get like a better intuitive sense of anatomy, because you're developing your own anatomy, right? As well as you get to see like bodies in motion, right? You get to see people moving. So yeah, when you reference yourself in the mirror, you'll get better feedback, better anatomy feedback, but also you get to look at people. When I look at a climber's back down in the gym, right? I get to see that flexing of the back of the trapezius, of the teres major, pulling everything in. You get to see how the rhomboids work. Got to see those bodies in motion, and she skr skr skr. How you doing, Alwyn? I feel like every good streamer needs to have like one annoying ass voice stim. Mine could be the eagle. Yeah, pretty chill weekend. Didn't really do shit. It's kind of nice like that. Okay, that took a little bit long, that one drawing. Inside, on the inside, okay. Do you guys also, when you draw a pose from imagination, do you guys also have to like assume the pose to like propriocept which side of the hand the thumb is on? I feel like I need to do that literally all the time. Like, oh, he's hitting someone with a hammer, but behind the back is the thumb on the inside of the hand or on the outside of the hand when I turn it like that. I did it opposite once, and a friend of mine called me out. He was like, "Okay, it's for me. It's every time, gang." He was like, "How do you make that mistake?" I was like, "How do you not, bro? I don't." I guess I didn't feel it out that one time. Can we make space for this guy real quick? Proprioception, kind of the goat. Kind of the goat of gesture drawing. Or maybe that's actually a little close. On that leg. It's funny how this song, I mean, it's really easy to read it as like SMH, I hate everybody. Everybody wants, but they don't do the thing that they should. But I've always read it as like an introspective song. Like he is everybody. He's like reading something, but he's not quite getting it. He's like, hmm. Oh man, even better if he could. How do you do that again? No, no. I wanted him to be like looking over his glasses at it. Like I don't get it. Let me just. But the head angle is wrong for that. I don't believe it. Yep. All right. Me when I'm reading some shit about like the tectonic plates or whatever. You're telling me we're just skating around on huge slabs free floating over magma? I guess he could be furrowing his brow a little bit more for that. Uh, And then we have the flexors and silhouette. What does that mean? That meant, right, that's right. That's right, rhinoceros belly. Floop, 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 floop. There you go. Definitely not sure about this leg. Doing a bit of a tricky twisting motion. Kind of had no idea. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She thinks she hot shit. Man, it's gotta be funny sometimes on the YouTube stream when I just like ad lib along to the music that's not on the YouTube stream. What's he talking about, man? Man, my friend really smacked his tibia into the rock yesterday while bouldering. It's also like prime body part to smack into the rock because, like, if you're holding tension on a foothold and then the foothold slips and the knee just yeets the fuck into the wall. Oof, man. Wish him a speedy recovery. Cool. And another invented one. Just make some space. Yeah. So what are we doing? I don't have anything. Maybe we just do like a creatively bankrupt figure drawing doing nothing pose. Not really doing anything kind of a pose. Nah, I want to do a kick. I want to do some sort of kick. If one arm's up, let's do the other arm down. That's another argument for sports, right? Is you get a better sense of the poses in specific like spheres of movement, areas of movement. Practice sports, man. Makes you live longer, makes you learn anatomy, gives you a chance to develop personal anatomy, so the feel on your own body strat becomes buffed. You get to see movement right in front of you, and well, because you get to see movement right in front of you, you get a better sense of what poses are like realistic or possible. See, I've never practiced a kicking sport, so so my kick drawings are bad. What an awesome cope. And let's change the kick a little bit. Sometimes you just look at the muscular guys in the gym and try to visualize as one of your drawings, like how do you can draw. Oh right, yeah, yeah. You look at somebody and you're like drawing in your mind. Yeah, yeah. It's just really good for going like, wait, okay, so what's that muscle? What's going on here? That's the from this angle in that motion, the traps look like that. Okay. It's good for realizing the shit you don't know. You just look in the mirror. That's what I'm saying. That's why sports are goated. Because then you can look in the mirror if you do sports. That's the exact argument I'm making. Observation is one of the big things that can help for drawing. You're so right. I don't believe this kick, man. I don't believe it. I think he needs to be more grounded to transfer more force. And I mean, even though it feels less dynamic, the kick just feels more believable if he isn't leaned back so much. Or lean forward so much, I should say, over the foot. Unsolicited crit. You might be right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wonder about that supporting leg. That's something I could specifically look for in a second. And I'm just guessing at how much the leg is whipping, like what angle of attack the leg should be at here. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. Whoops. Who the hell knows? Not me, not I. Let's just check. Let's just see if we can. There's a couple different ideas here. For one, and we don't have to do that yet. But when the kick whips, it's very common to lower the arm, or I think that's part of proper form. It seems to help that leg whip up. You throw down the arm. But in the windup, I'm still seeing some people with the arm up. For a lot of kicks, his leg would be way more bent. In the windup is also something that I'm seeing. I know that feels like a kick. And then I am seeing plenty of people doing what I intuitively wanted to do. And leaning over a leg on toe point. It seems like that depends a bit on the style of kicking as well. Seeing a good bit of kickboxers not doing that and just sticking with the flat foot. But I also see a good bit extending on toe point. Yeah, well, plenty to learn there for sure with kicks. Hi, I am TreeBT. How are you doing? I'm great. I'm great. I'm good. I'm great. Though it's been a while, I don't even hesitate. Wow, a repeat subscriber. You're the first one of those. Congrats to me. No, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. All right. Let's say that's the figures for today. You think you did an auto sub for 3 months? Okay, an auto sub for 3 months. Careful with those. I don't want you to do auto anything. I just please subscribe intentionally. Make sure you spend your money how you want to. Well, thanks, man. Then everybody's happy. All right. The character designer. Let's see here. The third direction we need to explore. You have everything you need and want. That's so nice. Happy for you. Me too. It's kind of goated. It goes pretty hard. Good time to channel some gratitude. I'm going to do that real quick. The heli spine has given her superhuman speed, reflexes, and strength. She fights with a set of chains that she freely controls, easily binding people up, slashing, and so on. Chain fighter. Fighter with chain. Okay. So that's the third one then. You don't have much, but you're happy? That's so Giga Chat of you. Highly based. Yeah, man, Alan kind of the GOAT. It really seems like that twist is super important for kicking motions. Nazilal. Hey, how you doing? That's a new name. Chainy chain. Yeah, and then immediately I was like, I don't know. What if she kicked with chains? That could be cool. So we're back to the same area of study. We never left kicks. Holy shit! The Twitch chat is interacting with the YouTube chat when worlds collide. Somebody welcomed you to the stream, Nasilal. Yeah, doing good, doing good. Doing well. Superman does good. Damn. Once again. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming. So same thing goes to YouTube. Twitch chat is saying they don't bite much. Much. Okay. And so what's really important here is that I really emphasize that twist that we were talking about. Maybe you should go on to Twitch. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't pretend to know what's the strat for this multi-streaming shit. It's also like a new thing that people are even tuning in on YouTube. The crossover. YouTube is our long lost family members. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's get some cross-platform appreciation in here instead of like the typical rivalry. Oh wait, of course, yes. This is because we're in the design one, so the paper is a little bit lighter right now. I love MHRPG HST, how it does. Okay, hey again. Oh, thanks for following. You didn't want to be alone on YouTube? There's people on YouTube right now! The ecosystem is thriving. But you can join on Twitch. Okay. So her hips are being thrust forward quite a bit. Twitch raids YouTube. she's got, and I think this is quite common, kicking side, arm is down. Which allows for more of that twisting and compression, right? Because soon as she's going to release the kick, this arm whips down and straightens. That makes a lot of sense. And raising the non-kicky side arm means that from the front as well, there is like a contrapposto between ribcage and pelvis. Right, that's the twist. Yeah. We are one big family. We move as one. We all float down here. Join the dark side. Trying to riff some join the dark side quotes, ideas. YouTube viewers, they run away. Oh, right. No, don't scare them, guys. Don't scare them. Okay, so the reason we just spend a bit of time here trying to get this kick to work is that I felt like it could maybe be cool if you had like a... Because I've seen martial artists do that, where they'll like whip chains around their body as part of like an attack or whatever. Right, chain will come in like this and it'll go doop, doop. But that usually works the best with like chains with shit on the end. Like a club or like a knife or whatever. Like it's called, This is like a specific weapon. I forget what it's called. Something hammer? Meteor hammer. It's a meteor hammer. If you guys have never been to the Meteor Hammer YouTube rabbit hole, I mean, it's a fun one. Always be careful with YouTube rabbit holes, but the Meteor Hammer is cool. Pretty sure that's what it is, right? It's a Meteor Hammer. Yeah, man. Yeah. Traditional Chinese weapon. Yeah, they'll do shit like this, where they wind it up like over a body part, and then you can like, I think it's something like opening the leg here, actually entering a kick will have this chain like slip off and shoot off to the side. Something like that. Yeah, go ahead and lurk. You can put me on in the background. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be in the background forever, man. It's the same idea. It's just like it's like a sci-fi dystopian Y3K anime super soldier experiment. And then maybe she's got like wings. Maybe she's got like telepathy. Maybe she's got like a meteor hammer, you know? Oh, I see. Yeah. Terminator 2 kind of did that, huh? Fuck, damn. My idea is not new. Scrap it. Only novel ideas. Yeah. Can't be doing an idea that's already been done. What's next? Fish movie? Fish loses his son movie? You're not doing toys come to life, are you? Yeah, Big L. Okay. So I don't think this is the best presentation of this idea, or the best execution. But if we are doing like a meteor hammer kickboxer, let's think about how we could make the costume support that. Can I put some metal rock on the tape? I'm not sure what you're saying, man. But rest assured, she's gonna be decked out in like fucking Terminator 2 ion metal. That's an integral part of the design. We just need to. We're gonna get there. Is all I'm saying. Oh. Oh man, I hate to disappoint. This is the chill R&B and rap stream. This is how we do it. But hey, I mean, secret strat. Go to the YouTube. There's no music. Put on your own junk, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is no music on YouTube, right? That's no, no. Yeah, there's gotta be. There's gotta be. Gotta lock in. Have a nice day. Right. Good. 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 So YouTube strat is put on your own. Put on your own jams. Just vibe with the drawing. See ya, Alwyn, if I didn't say that. Have not done like a fencing scene. I did some fencing studies once. They're on my Instagram somewhere. Key sounds echoes in the room. Oh, is it echoey? Maybe I should get some like sound isolation foam. I see. You were just trying to. He was just trying to be poetic, and I ruined it by taking you literally. I'm busted. why are you regretting drawing a fencing scene? That sounds dope. You're back finished thinking? That was quick. Quick thinking. -2, that's 3. Big math, quick maths. -1, that's 3 quick maths. I wonder if you could do this shit with like sort of like several chains splitting at some point. That could be kind of cool. Okay, so there's a pose. Let's think about some costuming then. I actually like this other pen better for designing. Because then it's just not about the line work at all. How you hating on a Lord's Day? Ooh. She's got to have like that spine implant. No, there's a better way to terminate that spine implant. I just gotta figure out what it is. The matrix power outlet in the back of the neck. Potentially, potentially. Look at the chat being all wholesome. Lurk. What type of a costume is that? I don't know, man, like a futuristic cyber super soldier one? We're gonna get there, okay? We're gonna get there. I'm not saying it's there yet. Just, you know, trust the process. Okay, so this back leg is way smaller than the front leg. My bad. You weren't trying to be rude. Oh, no worries, no worries. It looks great. Thanks. Pringle the armor. Always Pringle. It's a lot about, I'm trying to think like very fractal, like repeating the same sort of movement over and over. I'm thinking like repetitive patterns, but organic. And well, actually not repetitive, but sort of exponential patterns, but organic, right? Because fractals are like the same thing happening again and again at smaller scales, right? That's kind of a big thing for these designs because I'm trying to make them like geometric yet soft. And I think fractals are a really nice motif to think of for that specific goal. I don't know, man. I think we need more bits of clothing there or there, here and there. Is it going to be shiny or matte? A combination. I think what makes the design work is the contrast between like this fabric would probably be matte and then this is like chrome shit, right? And it's kind of the same. Chain lady. It's kind of the same idea here, right? Although some of this fabric might be reflective, it's still gonna contrast really well, I think, with the just like super shiny chromy shit that she's also wearing, right? That's at least that's the material contrast I'm aiming for. I can see this. I can see the shoulder thing happening. Part of what I'm struggling with right now is I want the limbs to be mainly limb shaped if she's supposed to be like whipping chains around them. I don't want them to be covered in armor, really. But I mean, we could cover them in this. What's that? Like nylon? I guess it's just like a nylon fabric. It's kind of what I'm going for with that. Yeah, like tights, yeah. I'm just, at the very least, I'm thinking in synthetic materials. So it might be nylon. If we need a bit of a thicker material, that could be neoprene, right? I just think for this like whipping chains around the body shit, it probably works better if you have like a relatively humanoid shaped outfit or a highly humanoid shaped outfit. Shorts could break more from the silhouette. For a bit of contrast. Like an acetate fabric, dude. I'm about to get learned, huh? The hell is acetate? Several chemical and mechanical steps. Natural trees, pulp, petroleum, acetic acid, reaction, triacylate flakes, dissolution, filtering, spinning, and then fabric. Okay. Semi-synthetic textile derived from cellulose and petroleum. Mimics silk. Awesome. Dope. Thanks. You said that, huh? Okay. What else do we know about this girl? Loose hair, mask, white glassy mask. Right. Oh my god. I forgot about that, huh? Yeah. This is actually 3 materials. I completely forgot. It's the chrome. It's the fabric, and then it's like a porcelain. This is porcelain. At least it's like porcelain-like. I completely forgot about that aspect. Chemistry, Mr. White. You think I forgot YouTube chat? You guys haven't been showing up in my all chat for 5 minutes, that's all. The pilgrim, the traveler. Right. That's an important point. I don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah, that's okay. 3 materials. Honestly, maybe that's fine. It's not so bad. I just need to use them strategically. Time for breakfast. Go get 'em. Go get 'em. See you later. See you later. The Pringle armor. I like putting some sort of like flourish on the head silhouette. It's just a nice way to make a character recognizable, right? Okay. I got an idea. Of course, you don't have to go this way with it, but the characters, the process in universe process by which this character was created is named Project Athena. Now, I have enough ancient Greek knowledge to know that Athena is a Greek god of war that has some specific motifs connected with her. Now, we could potentially use those motifs in the design. Groundbreaking, I know. No one's ever done that. Couple cool ways to do that that I can immediately picture is, well, Athena's often depicted with like a specific helmet, right? So you could have like a headpiece that somehow is a nod to that. And it doesn't have to look exactly like it, but just using some of the same shape language as that specific helmet could make us think of Athena. Also, okay, give me a second. This character wears a mask. That mask could use the shape language of that helmet. Got to do the food. That's also a little bit cool. And a third solution could involve not actually using the helmet, but just using like features from a classical Greek sculpture, facial features, right? Because they look very particular. One KZ man, how you doing? My man, he says, my man. Got 3 days to study for 3 end terms. Sounds rough, man. Sounds rough. Wish you luck. Call me Sam. He read the title. Oh my god, bro, read the title? I do be doing arts. Who's Sam? Oh, don't worry about it. He does arts. It's kind of all you gotta know. All you gotta know is that he does arts. Now, if we do this strat, we do need to make it clear that it's a mask. Yeah, just some small artists I'm helping by shouting out. Yeah. That's good. And I can even breathe. Thirsty style. Sam does arts? He's got like a wholesome cutesy style. He's got like a Pixarian sparkly style. Yeah, he's got that tangled style. Yeah, it's more what he draws, and there you're right. There you're right. But as a whole, the style is like. But I guess subject matter is part of style. Still, as a whole, I wouldn't. Yeah. We're all in agreement. Man, we're all kind of the goats of having good opinions, huh? And being right. Kind of the goat of all being right all the time. I don't know, man. I don't have him pulled up right now. Could be worse, but I feel like there's a bunch of bathing suits and women in boot plate armor and pool girls. Yeah, stuff like that. Might be in the past. I think those are both fun mask ideas. Even though I know you don't even, you're not even, you haven't even ordered mask ideas, but you're getting them. Yeah, he's one of the guys that kind of got robbed by the whole AI thing. Because he's got one of those art styles that aim for like perfect idealistic cuteness and appeal, right? Perfect soft edges. That's that one. Just merge them, man. Bring out the worst in me. Well, Pixar like naturalistic plus rendering. It's like naturalistic rendering that has turned blooms and glows and subsurface scattering and saturated lighting up to like 11, right? Warm, saturated, soft lighting. All right, quick bathroom break, and then let's try and figure out some more of the costuming for the legs and arms. Yeah, words and words and words. Stuff that ends in shun. More than 3 syllables. Okay, see you in a bit. And we back. We back. Potentially one of my favorite comments on one of my reels I did is when I did arm up, ulna down, arm down, ulna up. And someone went, yeah, we all know that the ulna has the pulna, and with the whatnot, we're all artists. We don't need to explain shit here. That was a based ass comment. That was funny. Yes, the ulna has the pulna. I don't know, man. Kickboxers don't be wearing a lot of clothes. Shin guards could be an idea. Also, I don't even know about that one. Okay, let's think about material distribution. We have chrome in the spinal implant, and right now in the shoulder. I have like a thinner synthetic material on the torso and on the legs. And I have none of the porcelain yet for this one. Well, I have it in the face area. You say comically large lollipop and propeller hat? Yeah, that's you know? Damn, design solved. Dude, that was easy. I definitely feel like I want Um, wasn't familiar with my silly game. And then, okay, it's gotta be a cap, right? Um, right. I want the porcelain and the chrome to some extent throughout the design. I want them both in at least 3 locations. Chrome, chrome. Well, then we want a low location. Oh, I drew that on the background. That's not so good. All right. I actually don't know, man. Mm-mm. Yeah, we'll get rid of the joke now. uh, definitely a little too symmetrical at the moment. Time to study. Go get 'em. Go get 'em. I believe in you. You can do it. You've done it before. You can do it again. I don't know. No, this is bad. We don't like these shins. Because they're fucking with the... They're fucking with the chains. It's gotta be such a simple shin guard if it is to not get in the way of the chains. It's your first term, though. There's always a second chance. Don't give up yet. You can do it. There's also a first chance. All right, man. Let's look at that and think. What do I like? I do like that it's playing with the motif of Athena. I do like the idea of the meteor hammer. I do like yeah, and what don't I like? No, I like the fractal nature of like that. I actually like the top. Okay. Let's try a bit of an alternative one. Nope, whoops, not what we intended to do. Okay, I think we could try going even more Athena with this one. What do you guys know about Athena? Well, I'm betting that if you guys think of Athena, you might be thinking of a shield. Someone wielding a shield and a spear. And we could certainly do that. You might also know her, as she is often depicted, with a bit of like a mohawk thingy on her helmet. I mean, we're going hard on the Athena right now. I just want to try it. Now, of course, this mohawk, thank you, could be part of her spinal implant, and maybe a little bit like less extreme, a little bit more elegant. Yeah. The money snatcher. Often with a Medusa's head on the shield. We'll figure out if we want to do that. Now I've got the sense that this is a bit more of a strength-based character than what we probably want for this character. Strength-based design. The shield on the shoulders gives a sense of wide shoulders. I drew her pretty muscular as well. Thanks for following, Lord Mollicane. Thanks for following. Yeah, but it's exploration times. Mollicone. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Fun ideas. And I mean, you can imagine that for this design, that she mainly uses the lower part of her arms and her legs for the meteor hammer. It's gonna be some interesting choreography that springs out from that, but I think that's kind of cool. What do I like about that? I like that there's a better kind of logic to the materials here. Because in this version, porcelain is used defensively, like the porcelain material is used defensively, while we're using like the liquid chromy metal shit for offense. Right? All these spear tips here would be made out of that liquid chrome material. Oh, you finally made it to alive. Right. It's the same time every day, so they're quite predictable at the very least. My lives. It's from 8 till 11 a.m. my time zone every weekday. To coordinate that time zone, I'll let you know that we're at 10:48 a.m. right now. Oh, don't crash. Don't be a crash. Sick. So I use the porcelain material defensively as armor, and then our liquid chrome is for offense. Mainly. Though I think I'm throwing on shape language right now. Because generally I want more spiny, swoopy less round. Yeah, I don't know, man. Didn't really feel like I nailed down anything today. Though I did like the mask ideas today. Oh, you know what could be cool? If we do metal like bracers and stuff, covering more of her anatomy, just still make them like form-fitting. So like this would actually be that chrome material. So with this, but it's just following her form. I don't know, man. That's kind of cool. We could do the same with the greaves. I like that as an idea. And then shields would be porcelain. Mask would be porcelain. Probably need that in one more location. Three minutes. Okay. We can actually make this a teachable moment. This is another goated Ian Su character design tip that I have from his course. Good teacher, that guy. But when you have a motif in a design that you repeat throughout the design, it's a really good idea to vary up the intensity of that motif. The way Ian Su puts it is, think of it like a series of Pokemon evolutions. So I have this kind of weird space, this weird disc form with a bunch of circles inside it, right? That's a motif that I'm using for this character design in the shoulder area. To bring coherence to my design, I am distributing that motif paint splatter style throughout my design. So I just put it on the front of the foot here. But I am not taking the entire thing at the same level of complexity I am not taking the entire thing at the same level of complexity and just like slapping it onto the foot. That's overkill from a detail perspective. It's also just a little too repetitive. Instead, I'm taking this, my main motif on the shoulder, reusing it on the foot, but downgrading it. I'm using like an earlier evolution of the same motif on the foot to ensure that you tie these objects together, that there's coherence, but there's also variance. There's also a bit of contrast. And this is more interesting than this. There's hierarchy to it, right? A series of evolutions of the same motif in my design. Yeah. I would even advise myself to find some third spot, and I don't know where it would be, but some third spot to do like a middle evolution and do not just one inset like I'm doing on the foot and not a million like I'm doing on the shoulder, but just do like a couple. And that way I would have like a main implementation on the motif in the shoulder, a medium secondary implementation of the motif somewhere else, and then a small tertiary implementation of the motif in the third spot. Cool. I'm over time on my stream actually, but I would just like to do the final like material indication and silhouette of this sketch, because I actually like it enough that I'd want to present it to my collaborator and see what he thinks. Here's thoughts. So to make the design more visible, well, right now I'm doing material indication, which is actually not the point I was trying to make. But to make the design more visible, we put it in silhouette. Don't crash, don't crash. That would have been an annoying time. Luckily, I never get any crashes. I say it every time, but there's never a crash. Cool. Just want to add some value to the clothes. I guess the hair too. Yes, this layer. She a statue? She a super soldier experiment coming out of a program called Project Athena. She wears a mask. Mask. Yeah. Is that a hoof you see? It is not. It is not a hoof you see. It is a perhaps slightly quickly drawn foot on its toes. Most likely. All right. And yep, there you go. There you go. That's a sketch. Do an export of the sketch. There you are. And that's it. That's all we've got for you today. That's the thing, and we're kind of done. Thanks for hanging out. It is now a good amount of time past stream end. So we're gonna end stream. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Goodbye.